Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Walaikum
Walaikum
assalam.
assalam.
Okay, how are you guys? Everyone's good, mashallah?
Yeah.
Okay, let me share the screen. How many of you here? Participants? Oh, we have
Only
high
two
too.
students. Only two students. And oh, now we have another one.
You have to make co-host. So then,
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, I'm going to share the screen now. And check what happened. Let's see. Okay, mashallah. So you're August 13th. We did that. August 12th. August. Okay. This is the one. Yes. So Rauda's homework. Can you see the screen, everyone? Okay.
Yeah.
Those who do verbal would make their bellies far too big to move around. Far too big. So it's T-double-O. Difference between T-O and T-double-O, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And praying 5 times a day, the Quraysh thought that Prophet was when the angel took him on the trip and used his incident to make fun of him. Okay, so 3 questions were left, I believe. And let's see. Okay, so Haika has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you
We
did that
did,
last week anyways. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so those had to do 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 10, 5, 8. Okay. So Ravza did 6. Okay. So yes, Asma, why don't you post your homework? Asma? Asma, are you there?
Sorry, I was muted. Honestly, I have a lot of other.
Yeah, you should post your homework as well, right?
Yeah.
You should learn how to post. They're doing it in comment. So it just comes right away, whoever has done and whoever hasn't. Okay, so let's start with the Quran.
Yeah, but I don't. Okay.
Yeah, just make sure that, okay, we're in Surah Nisa 59. So we start at 60.
Can I read first? Can I read first?
Okay. Surah Nisa 4 and start from 60, inshallah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر إلى الذين يزعمون أنهم آمنوا بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك يريدون أن يتحاكموا إلى الطاغوت وقد أمروا أن يكفروا به ويريد الشيطان أن يضلهم ضلالا بعيدا.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Okay, so I'm going to go to the Hamza mad is a question. Always when start with like this, it's a lam. Do not. Tara, you see. Let me go back. Tara, you see. Illa towards allazina, those who yaz'umuna claim annakum that they amanu believe bima in what unzila revealed ilayka to you wama and what unzila was revealed min from qablik before you yuriduna they wish an to yatahakamu go for judgment. يتحاكموا إلى to الطاغوت. Just get one second. Yes. الطاغوت is the false deities. وقد and is and قد surely أمروا they were ordered unto يتحاكموا go for judgment إلى to الطاغوت the false deities. وقد and surely أمروا they were ordered unto. Okay, I repeated that. يكفروا reject به with it ويريد and wishes الشيطان the shaitan unto yudillahum. Yudil is mislead. Hum is them. Dalalan astray. Ba'ida far away. Taking the translation. Yes, Asma. Can you read the translation?
Oh yeah, sorry. Have you not seen those who claim you have believed in what was revealed to you, O Muhammad, and what was revealed before you? They wish to refer legislation to Taghut while they were commanded to reject, and Shaitan wishes to lead them for astray.
Okay, who wants to read next? It goes back. What reason?
Can Rhoda read next?
Yes, go ahead.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا قيل لهم تعالوا إلى ما أنزل الله وإلى الرسول رأيت المنافقين يصدون عنك صدودا.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. What and is that when? Qila, it is said, lahum, to them, ta'alaw, come, ila, to ma, what anzala, has revealed Allah, wa ila, and to a Rasul, the messenger. Ra'ayta, you see, al-munafiqina, the hypocrites, yasudduna, turning away, anka, from you, sududa, in aversion. Okay, so you can read the translation?
And when it is said to them, come to what Allah has revealed and to the messenger, the hypocrites turning away from you in aversion.
Version, yes. So we can see even in the previous ayah, it was about fake objects of worship, transgressors of divine rights of the government. Yes. So they were told to follow, to believe, and they what did they do, and what revealed before them? Have you not seen the claim to have believed in what was revealed to you, and what was revealed before you? While they wish to refer legislation to Dawood, while they were commanded to reject it, and Satan wishes to lead them astray. So what happened is they rejected what Prophet ﷺ said to believe in the book of Allah and the previous books, right? But they referred to their Dawood and they rejected. So that was and of course they came in the talk of Satan. Here is also when it said to them, come to what Allah has revealed the messenger, you see the hypocrites turning away from you in aversion. So they're not believing even if they're being called. Yes, go ahead. Who wants to read next? Who do we have now?
I think it's Haika.
Okay, Haika, go ahead.
I was muted. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فكيف إذا
إذا
أصابتهم مصيبة
مصيبة
بما قدمت
قدمت
أيديهم ثم جاءوك يحلفون بالله إن أردنا إلا أحسنا وتوفيق
توفيقا وتوفيقا وتوفيقا. So you see, you have to sound the alif. And the other thing is, aradna, where there's a mud, you have to stretch it 3 times. Illa ahsanu wa tawfiqa. Okay. فكيف so كيف how إذا when أصابتهم befalls them مصيبة disaster بما for what قدمت sent forth أيديهم their hands ثم then جاءوك they come to you يحلفون swearing بالله by Allah in not أردنا Arad is intended, na is we, illa except ahsanan, good, watawafina and sorry, watawfiqa, watawfiq, tawfiq, watawfiqa and reconciliation. So actually that was a lie, right? They don't really want that. Okay, so read the translation.
Haika translation. Yes. So how will it be when disaster strikes them because of what their hands have put forth, and then you will come swearing to Allah. We intend nothing but good conduct and accommodation.
Accommodation, right? So they say that they weren't among the ones. They're among the ones who are they're tending good. 1 second, let me just. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to find out where the other teacher is. Give me 1 second. So we end here at 62. Let's go to the homework again. Classroom. Sorry, classwork. Add, reuse post. Okay, from here. We did up till 59. So it's 60 and the number is, oh, we did up 62, right? Yeah. Okay, we did 60, 61, and 62. I'm going to write 62. I'm going to leave it here for the homework. Okay, so the last ayah, I'm going to share the annotation. 62. Yes, and you're going to be circling the ism, fail, and harf. Use a pen. Ism. Circle the ism, please. Musipa, okay. Hands, very good. Aidim, hands are correct. And also him, attached pronoun. not intended, because intended is with
Action.
Allah. Yeah. Billah, by Allah is correct. Yes, correct. Oops. Okay. And what else do we have? Ahsan. Yes, correct. And let me just, yeah. So here we have the word Ahsan and Tawfiqa, reconciliation. Okay. So now let's circle the, okay, I have to go back and bring it in the middle. Yeah. Again. Okay. So
A fail.
yes. Circle the fail, please. Very good. Not, how can musiba be fail and ism move together? Asabat, correct. Not musiba. Musiba we did ism, right?
Oh yeah.
Swearing. Yeah. Intended. Uridu. Arad. Okay, ja'a, very good. Ja'aka, not ka. Ka is you, and you is pronoun. The pronoun comes in ism. So you have to circle only up till ja'a, not tawfiqa, because that's not a fi'al. So you have to remove this one, right? And okay, good. Now we'll do the harf. Let's see how much you know about harf. Very good. B is a very good. Okay, you know in Bima, B is for what's correct. Summa, very good. Very good. In, very good. One left. Illa, very good. Except. So much you understand. So it was small ayahs we were able to finish. 62, mashallah. Tabarakallah. Let's go to the Islamic studies lessons. I think we have a new one today. But before that, I'm just going to stop sharing and see where the other teacher is. She forgot to join. I believe it's okay. Sister Aisha, where is she?
What happened to the screen? Hello?
Hello? Okay. Let me go back to Zoom. Okay. Can you hear me, everyone? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. So yeah, I didn't get to speak. So I'm going to share the screen again. Share the screen. Start now. And we're going to go to Islamic Studies. There we are. So this is the new chapter and Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu chapter number 3, right? We're in chapter number 21. So let's start.
How
Who wants
long
to?
is the chapter? Because if it's long, then we can do it in 2 parts.
Yes. We have, yeah, it's a big chapter. And we can do, and there are, how many? Think up for 3, 2, 1. You can do it in 2 parts as well. Yeah. Okay, so this is chapter part 3 of Prophet Sallallahu. Go ahead. Who wants to go first? Asma? Everyone gets to read 1 page, okay?
I'll start. Preaching Islam to different tribes and in different places. The disbelievers of Mecca continued to ill-treat the Muslims. The Quraysh continued to plot against the powerless in the city. But the Prophet ﷺ did not lose heart. Back from the Taif, he resumed preaching Islam to the tribes which stayed around Mecca. He also preached Islam among the caravans that come to Mecca from outside during the days of Hajj. Abu Lahab always tried to interrupt the Prophet's missions. He would tell the people, not to pay any attention to what the Prophet ﷺ was saying.
Yeah. Okay, who's reading next?
Haika or Asma can read.
Or we can do 2 pages. 1 person. Okay, go ahead. Islam spreads in Mecca.
Islam spreads in Medina. It was a habit of the Prophet to go to gatherings and fairs to invite people to Islam. The Arabs gathered in Mecca every year for Hajj. A group of 6 people would come to Mecca for pilgrimage from Yathrib, the city now known as Medina. They belonged to the important tribe of Khazraj. People of Khazraj have known about the Prophet, the coming of the Prophet. Many Jewish tribes lived around Medina. They were the followers of the Prophet Musa salam and read the Torah. The people of Medina had learned from the Jews of the coming Prophet, who would bring peace to mankind. The Jews had been eagerly waiting for him to come.
Yeah.
Allah's Messenger ﷺ met these 6 people from the Khazraj and invited them to Islam. Unlike the pagan Meccans and the people of Taif, they listened to the Prophet ﷺ and with great respect. The teachings of the Quran and the truthfulness of the Prophet ﷺ convinced them that he was the Prophet foretold in the Torah. They argued, if he is the true Prophet, then we should be the first to believe and accept him before the Jews recognize him. They embraced Islam and accepted his teachings. They returned to Medina with the thrilling news that there was a new prophet in Mecca whom they had met and believed in. This proved a turning point in the history of Islam.
Yeah. That's very good. Okay, so how many people were they?
I think it was like 6, yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so who's reading next now? Asma?
Asma, you can read if you want. Or Haika.
The entire population of Medina was divided between the Jews and idolaters.
Wait, I already read
The
this.
Oz and Khazari were the two well-known and powerful tribes of the idolaters. They had been in conflict for many years. They were rivals of the Jews who lived in around Medina. The Oz and Khazaki also often heard from the Jews about the coming of an unlimited prophet in the near future. They had also heard about his dominance overall. They therefore lost no time to embrace in Islam. The Jews were the people of the book, while Kazaki were the idolaters. The Jews used to threaten them whenever they were in conflict with the appearance of the prophets who would have been destroyed them as Ad and Imram. The two ancient tribes had been destroyed. When Prophet ﷺ talked to them about Islam, they said to each other, "O people, he is indeed the messenger of which the Jews have been threatening us." So they responded to the Prophet most favorably. The two secret pledges which the Oz and the Khazraj made and protection to Allah's messenger and his oppressed companions don't be the first and second pledges of Aqaba.
Yeah, and to extend support and protection to Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his oppressed companions came to be known as the first and second pledges of Aqaba. Okay, so we'll do the pledges later. Let's see the questions, what we have. Okay, just missed a line. That's okay. State whether the following statements are true or false. The Prophet ﷺ stopped preaching as the Quraysh were ill-treating the Muslims.
False.
He kept teaching,
Yeah.
preaching.
He kept preaching. So we can see that we get a lesson from this, that even if there's opposition, if you know you're doing the right thing, you keep on doing it. The former name of Medina was Yathrib.
True.
True. Yeah, so the Medina was called
And the next one is false. I know the
Abu Lahab.
answers.
Okay. Abu Lahab helped the Prophet ﷺ spread Islam. False. He opposed, the Prophet ﷺ all the time. And we can see that's why in the Quran is a Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab, right? The verses came especially for him. That's how much he opposed and was against the Prophet ﷺ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Who's going to tell me the meaning of this?
It's basically saying that Abu Lahab is like
his
bad.
hands burn in the fire.
Okay, so that's in the ayah, that is correct, but I just want you to, let's see how much you can understand that. What does it mean? Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. What do you understand by this ayah? Anyone?
That he is not a good person and he always opposed the Prophet when teaching Islam.
Okay, tabbat is like, cursing. Yada. Yada is hands. Tabbat yada abi lahabin watab. That is, let's go to the meaning. And it's curse on the hands of Abu Lahab, and let's go to, which is the surah, Lahab, anyone remembers the number? Tell me when you see it. Oh, we have Aisha. Can someone let her in? Okay, I have to go back to let her in. Why is she? Is teacher Aisha or is it? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, we have both the Aishas waiting. Or is it just one? I don't know. Okay, why is it? What's wrong with the internet? Are they able to join? Yes. Aisha, assalamu alaikum. Okay, so what happened is, I saw two of the names of Aisha. I don't know why. Yes, you are logged in by two accounts, and that's why there's echo. Do you see the echo? So you see in the screen, Aisha Ahmed is 2 times, so I have to take one out.
I got out myself.
Okay, now your voice is better. Okay, alhamdulillah. So we're over here. Yeah. So do you remember, Aisha? What's Surah Lahab? What's the number?
Huh? So an
An'am. Oh yes, I know. That's your chapter. We're doing Islamic studies right now. And Islamics, we'll go back inshallah, don't worry. But let me just, we're doing Surah Lahab. Do you remember the ayah, Lahab, Surah Lahab? Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab.
yeah.
What's the number? Can anyone see it on the screen? Let me know if you say it. It's the last, in the last juz. Somehow I'm missing it.
It was down there. Down. Like all the way. All the way. More than that. Wait, what? Go to where it's like the end, like Surah Nas. Yeah, it's 111. It's 111.
Okay, it's not clicking. Let me just go 111. Okay, it takes 111. Yes. Surah Masad. So I asked the question, what do you understand by Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab?
You're
Can you
on
translate it? I'm sorry?
uh swipe a little bit. You're on the wrong surah.
No, I know. I hit the I hit it so that you can translate.
Okay.
So what does Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab mean? Do you know? Tabbat, what is Tabbat? Like it means may the hand, yada means hand, the hands of Abu Lahab be broken. It's a curse, right? Perish the hands of Abu Lahab and again perish. Okay, so you can understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that, so how much bad he had done to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wealth will not avail him, and that at that which he gained, he will be burn in a fire, blazing fire, and the carrier of firewood around her neck. Where's the wife? Did I miss something? will not avail he gained. He will enter or burn in a fire, blazing fire, and his wife, the carrier of firewood, around her neck is a rope of twisted fiber. So he and his wife are, in this ayat, Allah SWT tells that they'll be in the hellfire for what they did. So we're doing the last one. Abu Lahab helped the Prophet. So Sallallahu spread Islam false. We're doing true and false chapter about the Prophet Sallallahu. Okay, so let's go into the second. Fill in the blanks with suitable words. Number one, the Jews were the people of the dash. The Jews were the people of, and while the Khazraj were dash people of Khazraj came to the Prophet ﷺ to meet him, and the people of Medina were divided into dash and dash, or and Khazraj. Okay, so let's go back to the chapter so that you can see, and then there were the pledges. Oops, made a mistake. Oh, turn it around. Right. Okay. So the Jews, the entire population of Medina was divided between the Jews and the idolaters. The Aus and the Khazraj were the two well-known and powerful tribes of the idolaters. In idolaters, there were two tribes, Aus and the Khazraj. Okay, and powerful tribes of location. They had been in conflict for many years. They were were on the other hand bitter rivals of the Jews who lived in around Medina. The Aus and the Khazraj had often heard from the Jews about the coming of an unlettered prophet in the near future. They had also heard about the dominance of all. They therefore lost no time to embrace Islam, dominion over all. While the Khazraj were idolaters, Jews used to threaten them whenever they were in conflict. How many people? There's another answer we have to find. It's too secret. Okay, maybe it's
Six
before.
people.
6 people. Yes, you told me. I have to find it here. Yes, a group of 6 people came to Mecca for pilgrimage from Yasrib. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the question. Okay, what happened? There it is. Where's the book? Closed, actually. There it is. Okay, so let's go back to the questions. And we did true and false. Now we're doing fill in the blank with suitable words. The Jews were the people of the, while the Khazraj were. Who's going to tell the answer now? I just read the answer. Asma, Rauda, Aika,
The
anyone?
Khazraj were believers of the Torah.
No. I just read the Jews were the first. The Jews were the people of the.
Idolaters.
No. The Jews were the people of the book, while the Khazraj were idolaters.
Idolaters.
Very good. So in idolaters, there were 2, the Aus and the. I mean, the Khazraj is one, were idolaters, and Aus were also idolaters. Okay, let's go back. So we know Jews, right? They follow. Who do they follow? Musa alayhi salam, right? So they're followers of the book. And the Khazraj were idolaters. Number 2. Some people of Khazraj came to the Prophet to meet
6
him.
people.
6 people.
6
Okay.
people.
The people of Medina were divided into. Do you remember?
I don't remember this answer.
Jews and the idolaters. Let's check again. Where is it? Where is it? The Jews were equal for him to come. We just read that right now. Yes. The entire population of Medina was divided between the Jews and the idolaters. Is that right? You see it?
Oh,
The entire population of Medina was divided between the Jews and the idolaters, and the Aus and the Khazraj were the two well-known and powerful tribes of the idolaters. So, but they were enemies with each other. So when they found out that an unlettered prophet will come, so they were the among the ones to believe. And the Jews already knew in the book of, they already knew in Torah that a new messenger will come. So actually the Jews also believed, and also the idolaters, they believed in. So that was a huge success to have Muslims for in Medina. Okay, let's go back to the question. That's the last one. So the people of Medina were divided into.
Jews and idolaters.
Yes, Jews and idolaters. So we're going to I think how were the people convinced that Muhammad was indeed a prophet? Okay, the first pledge, and that comes after. So yes. So this we have also read. Um, how do the people of Medina, how did the people of Medina know about
Wait,
the
can you
coming
scroll
of,
up to B again?
I'm sorry?
Can you scroll up to B again, please?
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay. Just got it.
Okay. Number C. So how do the people of Medina know about the coming of a prophet? How did they know?
The Jews
Because
knew because of the book.
The Jews knew because of the book, because it was written in Torah, right? So what about the other people? It's, huh, the Jews knew because it's written in the book, and also what about the idolaters?
they knew because of the Jews.
Let's see. Mm. The Jews were the people of the book. We know Jews used to threaten them whenever they were the conflicts with the appearance of a prophet. Okay, so the Jews used to threaten them whenever they were in conflict with the acceptance of a prophet who would destroy them, as Ad and Iram, the two
Sorry, how did they
ancient.
know?
They would threaten them, okay, and let's see, the two ancient tribes had been destroyed when the prophet talked to them about Islam. They said to each other, "O people, he is indeed the messenger with which the Jews had been threatening us. So they responded to the Prophet ﷺ most favorably. So how did the other people? Because what the Jews were saying, that they were telling them, because they were the people of the book, right? So before Prophet ﷺ, they believed in the book, but they knew that every book had told that a messenger will come. So when they used to threaten the idolaters that that you will be destroyed like Ad and Iram. So when they heard the idolater, the prophet, he was a prophet. So the oh people, he's indeed the messenger with which the Jews had been threatening us. So they responded to the prophet most favorably. The Jews had always threatened them. There was always a conflict between the Jews and the idolaters, that you're doing wrong, right? So then that's how they believed. So let's go back. With that, how did the people of uh, Medina know about the coming of a prophet? So you would say the Jews knew because the population of Medina was about the Jew was divided into Jews and the idolaters. The Jews knew because it was in their book, right? And they threatened the idolaters that they will destroy it because a messenger will come if they don't, uh, believe in one God. Idolaters mean they believe in many gods, right? So that's how they knew when they heard about the messenger. They recognized that this was this a messenger that the Jews were always, threatening them about. Who's going to say this in their own words? Who's going to give the answer? How did the people of Medina know about the coming of a prophet?
What were the old prophets' names?
All prophets' name. The Jews follow Prophet Musa alayhi salam.
I know, but like they destroyed like they threatened them with someone's name.
Yes. So the Jews said there's a new prophet will come, and they threatened the idolater that you'll be destroyed like the previous people, you know, because like the previous people destroyed. Ad and here you see, um, because they knew that this happened. Where is it? Ad and Iram. So they, with the appearance of a prophet who would destroy them as Ad and Iram, the two ancient tribes, had been destroyed. So of course they got fear. The Jews were always threatening them, the idolaters, that you will be destroyed. Where is it? Sorry. So yes. So who's going to tell me, how did the people of Medina know about the coming of a prophet?
They knew because the Jews knew they were coming because it was in their book.
That's right. And the
And the
idolaters,
idolaters knew because when they threatened them and the Jews told them, they were like, yeah, it's coming.
yes. So the Jews always threaten the idolaters that a prophet is coming. So that's why when the prophet came, Prophet Muhammad sallam, they knew that this is the same prophet the Jews were threatening them about, and if they don't follow him, then they'll be destroyed like the people of Ad and Iram. And they knew that this happened. So that's it. Next, how were the people convinced that Prophet sallam was indeed a prophet?
His truthfulness.
Yeah, so when they came to talk to him and they were very impressed and they believed, they knew the signs already, but they were really impressed and they understood that, yes, they believed that he's also a prophet. So we're going to end up till here. So we're going to do A for homework, B for homework, and C only up till 1 and 2. Let me go back to the Google Classroom. That's how much we've read so far. Okay. So chapter 21. Okay. And question. So we have I'm sorry. A, comma, B, and
C12.
1, question number 1 and 2. Okay, that's correct. Okay, so now we have that's the homework, and we have chapter 6, 146. We have to go back to Surah An'am 6, the cattle, and 146. Is that correct? So we ended at 146. It will be 147. What happened? Where is it? 147. Yeah, 6, 146. Okay. Here it was also about the Jews. For those who are Jews, we prohibited every animal of uncloven hoof and of the cattle and the sheep. We prohibited to them their fat, except what adheres to their backs, or the trace of what is joint bone. We repaid them for their transgression. Indeed, we are truthful. Okay. 147. Okay, Aisha? 147?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فإن كذبوك فقل ربكم ذو رحمة واسعة ولا يرد بأسه عن القوم المجرمين.
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. فإن. Fa is but if. كذبوا is deny ka you. They deny you. فقل then say. Fa is then. قل say. ربكم your Lord. Rab is Lord. Kum is your. ربكم your Lord. Zu is possessor. Rahmat. Rahmat is mercy. Wasi'an. Wasi'a is vast. Wala wa and or but la not. Yuraddu he will be turned back. Yuraddu ba'suhu his wrath. Ba'suhu who is his ba'su is wrath, anger, and from al qawm. Al is the qawm is people. Al mujrimun al mujrimin who are mujrim are the criminals. Yes, read the translation.
So if they deny you, O Muhammad, say your Lord is the possessor of vast mercy, but his punishment cannot be repelled from the people who are criminals.
Yes. Your Lord is the possessor of vast mercy, but the punishment cannot be repelled from the people who are criminals. The criminals will get their punishment. Okay, go ahead. Next one.
سيقول الذين أشركوا لو شاء الله ما أشركنا ولا آباؤنا ولا حرمنا من شيء كذلك كذب الذين من قبلهم حتى ذاقوا بأسنا قل هل عندكم من علم فتخرجوه لنا إن تتبعون إلا الظن وإن أنتم إلا تخرصون.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Sa. Now the word sa is for future tense. Sa yaqul is say. Will say allazina, those who ashraku, associate partners with Allah. Lo, if sha'a had willed Allah ma not. Ashrakna, have associate partners. Wala, and not we. Aba'una, our forefathers. Wala, and not haramna, we would have forbidden min of shay in anything. Kazalika, ka is likewise. Kazaba, denied. Allazina, those who. Allazina, those who min were qablihim, before them, hatta, until zaqu, they tasted ba'sana, our wrath. Na is our, ba'sa is wrath. Qul, say, hal is, inda, with kum, you, min of ilm, any knowledge. Fatukhrijuhu, again, fa is then, tukhriju, produce, who, it. Fatukhrijuhu, they then produce it, lana, for us, in not tattabi'una, you follow. Illa, except azanna, the assumption, wa in and not, wa antum, you do illa, but takharusun, guess. You just do guesses. Okay, go ahead with the translation.
Those who associate others with Allah will say, if Allah had willed, we would not have associated anything, and neither would our fathers, nor would we have prohibited anything. Likewise did those before deny until they tasted our punishment. Say, do you have any knowledge that you can produce for us? You follow not except assumption, and you are not but misjudging.
Yes. Okay, last one.
قل فلله قل فلله حجة البالغة فلو شاء لهداكم أجمعين.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Qul, say, fa, with, falillahi, with Allah, al-hajjatu, is the argument, hujja is, hujjatul baligha, the conclusive, follow, follow, and if sha'a, he had willed, lahadakum, surely he would have guided you, ajma'in, all. Yes, it's important to understand this. Go ahead.
Say with Allah is the far-reaching, conclusive argument. If He had willed, He would have guided you all.
Yeah. Allah gave us the right to do our amal, also because they have the power to do good and bad, have the ability to do good and bad. If Allah wanted, all of the people would have been Muslims, right? But that's a test. So 149. So we end at 149 and 146, 47, and 149. So that's 147, 48, 49. Okay, I'll sign that. If Allah had willed, all of them had been Muslim. So we end over here. Okay. So now, let me check where is Sister Aisha. Let me go to Zoom. One second. Where is
Can we do our IXL and Brainpop now?
okay? We go back. Can you hear me now, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
So
we do our Brainpop and IXL?
yes. So I was just asking if the teacher was here to do IXL. Okay. Um, let me just see. Let's see. Where is, I was sharing the screen again.
I could also do an art lesson if you guys are interested.
Yeah, if you have an art lesson, that was nice.
While
We
we
could
You wanna
do
share
art
something?
lesson instead of IXL since we've been doing IXL a lot and
Yeah,
art.
yes, that sounds good. Okay, inshallah. Let's do art lesson.
just give me 1 minute.
Okay. So we'll do art lesson and we'll also, Aisha has been taking lessons for coding. So once in a while you can do coding as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Which
inshallah.
coding language do you use?
So it depends on like the students we have. So I was thinking Scratch for like some of the younger kids.
Oh,
Uh,
Scratch is really easy. I've done that one before.
okay, yeah. But I also know Python and Java.
Oh, nice. I know Java.
Yeah, Java's pretty nice. Python's easier than that, so that's how I kind of learned that. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Okay, today we're going to be doing still life. Do you guys know what still life art is?
Still life. So like objects, no, not objects, like animal, like not like animals, but like maybe like flowers or plants, something
Yeah,
that doesn't move.
yeah, like you guys basically in the name. Okay, still life is the art of drawing or painting non-living or inanimate objects like fruit, flowers, or household items, which are usually organized in an artistic way. People still make People make still life drawing to capture the beauty of natural objects like flowers or to express the abstract qualities of the visual elements of an object. Making still life drawings are one way to enhance your drawing skills and develop natural or freestyle drawing abilities. So in my art classes, usually the teacher would give you like, they would tell you to take things from your home and just draw it. And without like tracing or sketching, like you just have to freehand draw it. So it really helps your drawing abilities by drawing still life. So these are some examples. So this one is a bowl of fruit. Usually this is what people start with, and then you can move on to like cups and just random things from your home or wherever you are to make these. And then this one is one where they went in and shaded it. So these are all different ways you can make still life. So I added a small video. It's 7 minutes long, so I don't know if you guys want to see it, but in your own time, I'll post these slides and you guys can watch on your own. So let's skip this. We can do a jam board if you guys want, where like I just drew like an example. Are you guys interested in doing an activity now?
I love gym boards.
Yeah, you guys want to do it now? Okay. Let me just skip. Okay, yeah, and this is the task. So draw a still life image, make it detailed and intricate. Try to create a still life setup at home. So anything that you have at home, take like some objects and just put on your table and then try drawing it. It also helps if you have like a lamp or something that you can place on top of those objects so that you can see where your light source is. That's something I had to do too, and it's really, really helpful. You can get any objects like a water bottle, fruit, pencil. You must have something at home that you can draw. Color it in if possible with pencil, crayons, or pen or markers. And if you want, you can also go in with the shading and stuff to make it more realistic and submit under Google Classroom assignment or on the feed. Okay, let's go back to the Jamboard. I'll share it with you guys in the chat because I need to see if the link is accessible for you guys. Anyone with the link can do it. Okay, I'm putting it in the chat. There it is. And you guys can get started on that.
I don't have enough pages.
You don't have enough pages?
And it's view only.
Oh, sorry.
No, you can. Oh, yeah, it's view.
Yeah, okay. Let me update that. Okay, here's the new one.
Okay, I got it.
I'll just keep my screen shared while you guys work on that. You guys want to see the examples? There they are. Let me know when you guys are done, okay? This is like a small activity, so you don't have to put too much details in it. It's just to get the feel of how you're supposed to make these still life drawings. So again, your goal is to capture the beauty of these natural objects. So if you wanna, like, if you're copying an object and you want to change it up a bit, or you want to highlight a certain part of it, you can totally do so. And if you're doing this at home, try to like do it from your, like, do it on your own, not to like sketch or anything, because it really helps when you're drawing. Just leave these up here.
I did it.
You're done? Okay, perfect. I want to stop sharing and post these slides on Google Classroom, and then I'll look at your guys' Jamboards.
I'm done.
Okay. Is anyone else done?
Yeah, I'm also done.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Okay. So, oops. Okay, so this was the first one I did, and I colored one in. Oh, this looks amazing. Wow, it's an apple and a banana and a flower. I really like it. I also like your use of color. It's really nice. And this kind of like yellow hue that you put in it, it's really, really good. Very nice. Let's see what Ro does. Ooh, is that a Rubik's Cube? Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to color in the squares, but there are really less colors on here, so.
Yeah. Don't worry about the color. It's really good. And you also made a pen case and a pen stand. Nice. Anyone else? Okay. That's good. Good job, guys. So of course it's a little hard to do it on this, but just to get a feel of how you're supposed to make these kind of things. But well done, both of you. So I'm just posting the slides. You guys can take a look at it. There's a video that's really, really helpful that you guys can watch on your own time. It gives you like tips and like a full like explanation of how you're supposed to draw them. So you guys can watch that. And I'm just posting the slides right now. So I'm not posting it as an assignment, so you guys can post it on either the feed or you can show us in class next week. Okay, perfect. It's now posted.
Do
Okay.
we do Brainpop now?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Sister Sybil, we're done with art.
Can we do the Brainpop now?
Yeah, sure. I'm just going to share the screen. Okay. Start now. And so let's see what we have for Brain Pop today. The topic is stress. Okay, that's also interesting. So I'm going to go enable original sound. Original sound. Go back. Video. And
oh man, I don't feel so hot. Why? High score, bottom of the ninth, and I'm up third. Dear Tim and Moby, how do we get stress, and how do we relieve it? From Alex S. I think I'm in the perfect state of mind to answer this question. Stress is the stuff you might feel when you're under pressure. The feelings you get can be physical, like headaches, jitters, and butterflies in your stomach. Or they can be emotional, like irritability, sadness, and fear. When I feel stressed out, I get edgy, my palms get all sweaty, and I can't sleep. Anyway, the point is, stress is pretty uncomfortable. Why? Well, it has to do with how the human body responds to threats. When we're in danger, chemicals that get us ready for action are released into the bloodstream. Our heart rate rises and we breathe faster, keying us up for physical action. And a surge of sugar hits the bloodstream to provide energy. This is called the fight or flight response. In other animals, these changes are really useful for taking on an enemy or running away from a threatening situation. The problem is, our bodies can overdo it and go into fight or flight mode when we're just a little anxious, like during a test or a big speech. In those situations, you really don't need all that energy pumping through your system. In fact, it can make it harder to do what you need to do. And that can make you more worried and more stressed out. Oh yeah, even though we have fewer responsibilities than adults, kids get stressed too. We've got to deal with schoolwork, fitting in with friends, juggling activities, and occasionally, big life changes like moving or divorce. All that pressure can really get your fight or flight response working overtime. That's why so many people respond to stress by running away from their problems. They feel like they can't fight, so they choose flight. But ignoring a problem or running from it won't make it go away. Well, there are some simple techniques you can use to deal with stressful situations. First, it's important to remember that stress isn't always bad. Like if you're worried about a math test, you can channel your nervous energy into studying extra hard for it. Maybe I can channel my nervous energy into my swing. The key is to relax and not let the stress overwhelm you. One good trick is slow breathing. Inhale deeply and slowly through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Repeat that 5 times, counting off each breath. By the time you reach 5, your heart rate will be slower and you'll be calmer. Stretching and flexing your muscles can help you release tension too. Yeah, those techniques are good for short-term stress. But long-term stress can be harder to deal with. When you worry about something day after day, it can totally overwhelm your life. Talking to a friend or an adult you trust is a good first step. They can put your problem in perspective and maybe even help you solve it. Whatever your issue is, you're more likely to find a solution if you talk it out than if you just pretend the issue will go away. In general, you can avoid a lot of stress by just leading a balanced life. Getting all of your schoolwork done on time will save you a lot of grief. But make sure you have enough free time too, even if it's just to relax and do nothing.
We can't hear.
You can't hear anymore? Can you hear me? Okay, can everyone hear? I'm not muted. Can everyone hear me? Yes or no?
I can hear.
You can? Okay, yeah. Sometimes, some because of disturbance, the voice goes. Okay, so we can do the quiz. Okay, question number 1. Which
Yeah.
word is the best synonym for stress? Okay, the close meanings. Who's going first? You want to go alphabetically? Which word is the best synonym for stress? Anyone knows the answer?
Anxiety.
Anxiety? Okay, let me see what opponents. Very good. People under constant stress for months on end often complain of fatigue. How can you conclude this from this fact?
Um, A.
Long-term stress has different effects than short-term stress. Long-term stress is generally caused by lack of sleep. Okay, we did the first one, sorry. Correct. Yes. Adrenaline is one of the hormones related to stress. What is a hormone? Whose turn is it?
Um, I think it's Heike's turn.
Yes, Heike? What is a hormone? Do you remember?
B. B.
A chemical released in the bloodstream. Very good. What can you infer from the fact that deep breathing can help you release stress?
D.
Can help you fall asleep? Very good. Number 5, the body's physical reaction situation is called the what's the body's physical reaction situation of stress? Whose turn is it?
A.
Fight or flight response? Very good. You're playing goalie in the soccer finals. In which of the following ways is stress most likely to benefit your play?
Um, A.
By lightening your mood, making you a better teammate. No, a better option.
It's B.
By sharpening your vision,
B.
helping you see further. No.
Well, you can't sharpen your vision.
C.
Yeah. By increasing your alertness. Which of the following examples is the most appropriate depiction of how we feel stress? Under pressure, remember? Anyone want to make a guess?
A.
A? No.
Oh. D?
Yes. The pressure, remember the pressure, feeling of pressure? Which of the following is a true statement about stress? True
I
statement
think
about.
Asma.
Yes,
I think it's
Asma?
Asma's turn.
Okay.
Which of the following is a true statement?
I think it's A.
You can eliminate stress. You can't eliminate stress, but you can manage. You
response to it.
can
Yeah, that's
manage
why I think
your
it's A.
response to it.
It's A. It's A.
Very good. Yes. How can talking about your feelings with a friend or counselor help you relieve stress?
D.
It may help you get some perspective on the problems and feelings. Very good. Last question. You're moving in a new town and you're worried. Which of the following techniques is the most appropriate for
A.
relieving the stress?
A.
Talking to an adult you trust. Very good. Very good. Okay. So that was good. And you can do your homework. And inshallah, I'll see you next week. Okay? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.